Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on last year's national champions, the Louisville Cardinals. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, down to the field. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will have the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Set, ready. Looking for space. It's Carpenter. Gets it past the marker. Touchdown, Cardinals. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. The Red Raiders offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. The run from the shotgun. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Throws for the tight end. He makes a catch. Oh, what a caught! Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Red Raiders are marching down the field.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Grant behind the line. It's Jones. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Here's the heat. It's caught downfield. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Paul, to consistently make plays, because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find it.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career. Well, in the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
Down. Let's see what's up with that. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the Red Raiders are threatening on 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Red Raiders! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that line.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Louisville. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Spencer. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at 40. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wide receiver going in motion.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage out offensively, they want to go tempo right now.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Move! The Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
20-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And the Cardinals had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
21, Texas Tech.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kick this one away.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Pulls it in, it's Jones. At the 45 on its way. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make...
There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Number 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
Texas Tech, 17.
Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, 1st down here. Power football with the run. Picks up the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the right. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals. Effective offense
separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas. But they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there. Off the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurt and when they get pressure, they become very agile. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure the quarterback.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Pass interference. Defense.
The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Caught in the backfield, it's Gentry. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that's exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Watson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for a gap. It's Carpenter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call. Giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Leaves it with the running back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Cardinals are facing 3rd and inches. He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Touchdown, Louisville. Excellent pass by the back on the option. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw in that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
catch in the middle. It's Spencer. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Caught over the middle, it's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed behind the line, it's Spencer. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Got it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got room to work. And a good job in coverage there. They stopped it after just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And
touchdown, Red Raiders! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll go to the ground. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete on the right side. Smacks it with the stiff arm. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. Now looking to throw back to the middle. And it's caught at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. From the gun, looking for a man. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds, and he is really close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Cardinals in the hurry-up. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take the end of this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Snags it up the 30 and still running. He'll work his way down to the 28. Okay, ready? They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The play action fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Gentry. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Well, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Touchdown, Texas Tech.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
42.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Louisville.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Showing the bravado, throwing it back to the right. He's got it along the sideline. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Grab the short pass to get the 6 on board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Texas Tech, 31.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Rides the back on the option. The give. he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take him in. This drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop.
Hits the afterburners. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Texas Tech, 38.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
We'll take over. First and 10.
They'll give it to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
He's tackled.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up second down.
They'll go right back to the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wideout. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snags it inside the 20. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Cardinals had this offense rolling. On the run, it's Carpenter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man by himself. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Under fire. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Red Raiders will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play. The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Brings up 2nd down.
Running back searching for a hole. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
Really good job running the ball, getting that 1st down. Now here comes the tempo.
Now the play fake. Here comes the Heat. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Louisville! And the punishment has been extended. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with raucous crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them. I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. He's got it. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops.
We'll take over. First and 10.
The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to run it. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Skips away from pressure. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hard running there. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Spencer. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers.
63, Texas Tech, 38.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Going to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. Quarterback making adjustments.
You got two. Okay, ready?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback now breaking the field. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on the scramble that time.
There we go. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Cardinals! He found some open space and turned on the jets. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Trying to set up the screen. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
The Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. That's caught. It's Jones. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Gentry. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Red Raiders are on the move. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down here for the offense. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Trying to run, it's Spencer. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They keep it on the ground. Hawk is their friend. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the...
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turning it on. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
2nd down.
Here's the handoff. Finds some fresh air. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Finds his man. It's Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the set. Here we go.
Using his back to the score. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They're setting up the screen, and the defense is swarming to keep them from getting to the first down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. Inside the 25. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season, winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team, too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And, David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point.
84. Texas Tech, 45.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long.
325.
Looking to fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense has it, they're on the line. He almost popped out there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Making side adjustments here. Second and 10, he'll throw again. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
29 Philly. 2-9
Handoff to the lone back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
Brings up second down.
The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped the hold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10.
Razor.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Number 21.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close.
Today's final score, Louisville 91, Texas Tech 52.